As always, it started with a phone call.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm calling you on the behalf of Financial Help for Seniors. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Great. Now, I am with American Benefits, and based on our records, it shows you may qualify for a state-regulated final expense insurance plan that's going to cover 100% of your funeral, burial, or cremation expenses. Now, are you between the age of 50 and 80?
Yes.
How old are you?
67.
Are you a smoker?
No.
Well, I believe you make your own financial decisions.
Yes.
Awesome. You qualify just fine. Now, let me bring in one of my specialists on the line who can exactly tell you what kind of benefits you can qualify for today. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much for holding on. My name is Phil Brown. I'm a product specialist. I will be happy to assist you for your final expense quotes. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, just to let you know that we are an independent insurance brokerage that is appointed with 40 different top A-rated insurance companies and licensed in 48 states, helping about 2,000 families a year.
So the craziness starts right off the bat. I'm talking to this guy, and about 2 minutes into the call, he just drops off. I don't know if he got disconnected or he realized that I was messing with him and he intentionally hung up. However, because the robot was still listening, I was able to get connected to another person. Check it out.
100% cost of your burial, funeral, cremation. That's a all obligation that you may leave behind.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes?
One moment. Oh. Thanks for holding on. This is Frank. I'm a final expense product specialist. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. Well, your call has been transferred over to me as I'm the final expense product specialist. I'll be happy to assist you for your final expense codes. Before I continue, let me tell you who we are and how we work. So we are one of the largest network final expense independent insurance brokerage that is appointed with 40 insurance companies that operate nationwide, helping about more than 20,000 families a year for their whole life insurance. Can I ask how old are you as of today?
67.
And what's your date of birth?
November 3rd, 1956.
Okay. And in order to pull out the rates from your local area, can I have your zip code?
90810.
Long Beach, California.
Correct.
And who do I have a pleasure of speaking with?
Zoe Brooks.
Zoe Brooks.
Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Brooks, I would love to let you know how these policies works and how these plans can benefit you and your family. By the way, what do you want this coverage for? For your burial, for your cremation, or you want to leave extra money for your loved ones?
For burial expenses.
Okay, for your burial, gotcha. And are you currently employed, self-employed, or retired?
Retired.
Okay. So, Mr. Brooks, so let me tell you how these policies actually gonna works for you and will benefit you and your family. So these new state-regulated plans are designed to cover 100% cost of your funeral, burial, cremations, or any other. That's your obligation that you may leave, God forbid, if anything happens to you. Tonight, tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, you will be fully covered from the very first day. Since we are specialized in end-of-life planning, we are affiliated with 40 insurance companies such as Mutual of Omaha, AIG, Prosperity, Liberty Bankers, Private Members of America, and many more. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and shop at 40 different windows for you, and we'll give you the cheapest rates for the best coverage. Keep in mind all of these policies will be whole life in nature that will never expire on you. Their prices will never go up, regardless of your age or your health conditions. And these policies not only have death benefits, they also have some living benefits, such as a benefit called accelerated death benefit. That means if you were diagnosed with a terminal illness or expectancy of death prescribed by your doctor, within 90 days you can withdraw up to 50% of face value of your policy. And you can use that within your life, like paying your medical bills, taking care of an event of emergency. So, Mr. Brooks, a lot of my clients would like to get this coverage for three reasons. First, for the burial. Second, for the cremation. And third, to leave extra money for the kids and their loved ones. What do you reckon? What would you like it to do for you? You want burial plan?
Yes, burial expenses.
All right, you want a burial plan? Now, Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you some medical questions here. We accept the honesty that is going to save us a lot of time. It will help us a lot to make sure. Come back with the maximum benefits and the lowest rates for you. And if you don't understand one of these questions, you can feel free to ask me. I will repeat that question to you, okay?
Okay.
In the past 5 years, have you had any heart attack, congestive heart failure, kidney failure, or an organ removal?
No.
Do you have Alzheimer's, dementia?
No.
Are you currently hospitalized, living in a nursing home, confined to a bed or wheelchair?
No.
All right. Do you have COPD, asthma, bipolar, arthritis, bronchitis, or cancer?
No.
All right. Do you have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol?
No.
All right. So that's all the questions I needed to ask. Well, by the way, do you have any other major or even minor health conditions going on that you think I should be aware of?
No.
All right, so I got it. That's all the questions I needed to ask. And now, in a few seconds, I should be able to pull out three different options for you. Whatever you decide, we will go ahead and do an application to get yourself approved. I'm going to show you three different options here. You decide one of them, which one is affordable for you. And if you want me to go higher than that or lower than that, I will show you that as well, okay?
Okay.
And you said you're a non-smoker, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I got an insurance company with me. Insurance company's name, AIG. And they are in this business for over 100 years now in my entire career. I've never seen a single claim that this insurance company has not paid on time. This company has billions of dollars of assets and one of the most reputable insurance company with a Better Business Bureau. So the first option I got for you, that is $5,000. For $5,000 worth of coverage, the AIG insurance company will cost you just $36 a month for 5,000 coverage. Second option I got for you, that is $8,000. For 8,000 coverage, insurance company will cost you $55 a month for 8,000 coverage. And the third option is a 10,000. For 10,000 coverage, they will cost you $69 a month. Now tell me which plan is good for you, Mr. Brooks. You want to go with the plan of 5,000, 8,000, or 10,000?
Is there anything higher? Because I don't think 10,000 would cover a burial. They're very expensive here.
Do you want me to go higher than that?
Yes.
Okay, let me show you for 12 and 15 as well. For 12,000, they will cost you just $82 a month. And for 15,000 coverage, they will cost you $102 a month. For 15,000 coverage. So which plan suits you best?
I know it's crazy. Do they have a 20?
10, 12,
Do they have a 20?
20?
Yes.
Okay, so for 20,000 coverage, they will cost you $135.
Not bad. Let's go with that.
All right. Now, let me tell you the process, Mr. Brooks. Well, the process is very simple. This insurance company not asking you to pay the first payment today. Right now, we get yourself approved and qualify for this plan. Upon your approval, insurance company will mail you out your policy papers. So when you receive your policy documents, you will have 30 days to make your first payment. You can read out, discuss with your family members. Each and everything is good for you. Go ahead and pay your first payment and start your policy anywhere in the next 30 days. So I'm going to start your application with your name. Tell me your first, middle, and last name. Same the way on your legal documents.
First name is Zoe, no middle name. Last name is Brooks.
Zoe spells Z-O-E-Y.
Yes.
Brooks, B-R-O-O-K-S, correct?
Correct.
Your phone number I have, that's your best callback number to reach you back?
Correct.
All right. And what's your address to send you the policy documents through your mailing address?
Fashion Avenue.
Fashion Avenue. Long Beach, California, 90810, right?
Yes.
Okay. And your date of birth is 11/3/56, November the 3/56. You're a non-smoker. On health conditions, you don't have any kind of health issues and you don't take any kind of medications, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have any primary doctor?
Yes.
What's the name of your primary doctor? It's 2110 North Bellflower Boulevard, right?
Yes.
Long Beach, California. That's the address of your doctor's office?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any email, Mr. Brooks?
It's just my first name and last name, 12@gmail.com.
12, right?
Yes.
At gmail.com, okay. It's Zoe Brooks, 12@gmail.com. And what's your height? How much do you weigh?
I'd say I'm around 5'6" and 135 pounds.
And who you want to put the beneficiary on your policy? Would be your son, your spouse, your daughter?
My son can do it.
Your son, okay. And what's the name of your son?
Dustin Brooks.
Dustin, D-U-S-T-I-N?
Correct.
Brooks, okay. And do you know how old is he?
41.
And do you know his date of birth?
February 3rd, 1986. Sorry, 1983.
1983, okay. And in which state you born in?
California.
You're born in California. And what's your social? Now, I want you to go ahead and grab a pen and piece of paper. I would like to give you some my information and account information so you can write it down with you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, I want you to write it down, my name, Frank Dodson.
Got it?
You got it?
Yes.
And write my phone number. It's 929
929
425
425
9471.
9471.
Yes. That's my phone number. And write the insurance company name. That is AIG.
AIG.
Coverage amount $20,000.
20K.
And the monthly premium is $135. 16 cents. 1 cent.
Okay.
So that's all my information and the company information, Mr. Brooks. Now, I would like to do more customer service here. That's how we serve 20,000 families. So once you receive your policy documents, Mr. Brooks, do not treat them as a piece of paper. Instead, treat them as a legal documents, which is in your hands as a check of coverage amount. your beneficiary will use, God forbid, when you're not in this world. Keep your son informed about it and also keep it on a safe place where you kept your $20,000 if you have them in your hands today, okay?
Okay.
And Mr. Brooks, a lot of my clients would like to pay their bills on the day when they get paid or when they get their Social Security or disability. It's either on the first of the month, third of the month, second, third, fourth Wednesday. Which date is most convenient for you to pay the first payment on your policy? First of the month, third of the month, or...
Well, this is tricky because the policy isn't effective until I pay it, right? So I'd like to
Yes.
do the first, but the first is already over. Can we do like say the third or the fourth for the first payment and then change it to the first afterwards?
No.
Because I don't
We
want.
can do next month, okay? Yes, we can start your payment through next month
Okay,
if
sure.
you want to.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to set up your initial draft date. June the 1st of 2024 is going to be your initial draft date. And the future draft date will be same first of each month.
Okay.
And you pay your bills through your checking account or through your savings account?
Checking account.
And whom do you bank with?
Chase.
Chase Bank, okay? Well, we do a lot of business with that bank. And you open this bank in the same state?
Yes.
Okay. Long Beach, California. Do you have any? Okay. So, there was a lot of branches in your area, and every branch have a different routing number. Do you know your routing number by heart?
I can look it up. Like an online banking. Let me log in. There's like a
All
little
right.
section that has statements. Information and documents and statements. So there are like 3. I assume you don't want wires, right?
Yes, wire transfer. All right. What's the other one? Not a wire one.
Oh, not the wire
What's
one.
the other one?
It just says
Yeah.
paper and electronic. I assume it's that one because like it's the same one that's on my checks, so I assume that's the one that we need.
Yes. What's on your checkbook? That one.
Okay, so it's 3222
27. Mm-hmm.
71627.
Thank you very much. And what's your account number? Perfect.
Okay,
Okay, let
that's
me
awkward.
just a moment. And that's a checking account, and it's on your name,
Yes.
Zoe Brooks. You are the account holder, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me write this down. And that's a check-in. And account holder Zoe Brooks. Okay. And Mr. Brooks, let me ask you this. Would you like to get a policy for your son? Can I show you the prices for your son as well?
We can add one later. I need to talk with him about because I don't know exactly what he wants.
Yes.
Like if he wants a cremation or a
Yes,
burial.
you can. Yeah. But you have my phone number. In the future, do you have any concerns about your policy? You can call me, okay?
Okay.
I'll be helping you out. So let me go ahead and submit that up, your application. Okay, just a moment here. Okay. Well, they were saying that your account number, it might be 10 digits, but you're giving me the 9 digits, sir. I think you missed the 1 digit.
If that's the case, maybe they need to put a 0 in the front because for Chase, the checking accounts are 9 digits.
Okay, let me look that up.
So if they insist on 10, just put a 0 at the front. That's what they've told me in the past.
Okay. All right, so your application is all done. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and submit that up, your application, okay? And now I have the validation officer with me on the line, sir. He will not ask you any more questions, okay?
Okay.
He's going to validate all of your information, what I take from you, to make sure we don't have any clerical mistake on that application, okay?
Okay.
Could you please hold for a moment? I'll be right back,
Sure thing.
okay? All right, so let me bring agent for you who's going to validate your application. All right, sir, everything is done, okay? I just send the information to the validation officer. He's still busy, so what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to take you so long on the line, okay? Put you on a hold. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and submit your application. When we get the approval, we will call you back and provide you policy numbers.
So I'm in the middle of a call with a debt relief agency when I get another phone call. And I always go back and forth on this. On one hand, there's no reason to drop an existing scam call for another one because the other one could be, like a silent call, or it could be the car accident people that are going to hang up on me in 5 seconds. So there's no reason to risk it. On the other hand, I've had some really great scams pop out of calls that I've taken when I've dropped old ones. And the one I was already on, I had them hooked. So I decided to switch over and see what this call was.
Zoe Brooks in, please?
Yes.
Is this Zoe?
Yes.
Hi, Zoe. My name is Mike. I'm with the Insurance Center. We received an application for some life insurance. I just wanted to chat with you for a moment, make sure this is something you want to do.
Yeah, I'm on another call. Is this a callback number, or do you want to try in like 10, 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah, I can call you back in
Okay,
10 minutes.
sure, yeah.
Okay, Zoe, thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Yes, hi, Zoe.
Yes.
This is Mike again with the Insurance Center. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. The reason I'm calling is just want to verify some information. It looks like you're applying for $20,000 in final expense or life insurance.
Yes.
Okay, I actually... Hello?
Hello?
Zoe, can you hear me? This is Mike again.
Hi.
I'm sorry, it looks like we got cut off there. I don't know. Yeah, I was just asking, are you enjoying good health at this time?
Yes, thankfully.
Okay, very good. I think we can get you a better price is why I'm calling you too,
Okay.
just to make sure. But $20,000 is the amount you'd like to get?
Yes.
Okay, and you live at Fashion Avenue in Long Beach, California, 90810?
Yes.
Birthday's 11/3/1956?
Correct.
Okay, and your email is zoebrooks12@gmail.com?
Correct.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to process your application. You're going to get an email that you'll have to type your name in, okay? But I think we can probably get you down around $90 for 20 grand.
Nice.
As long as you're enjoying good health. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to type it in, and then I'll call you back, and you can get your email easy enough?
I can try. Do you want an alternative one that's a little easier? Because I haven't, I can give you my work email if I can get to that faster.
Oh.
If we can change it around.
Or I could text it to you.
Oh, even better, yeah, totally.
Because this is your cell phone that I'm talking to you?
Yes.
Okay, why don't I try and text it to you? And you're just going to put in a code and type your name in. We're going to try for a company called SBLI, which is quoting you at around $91 for $20,000. So that's a big savings to you.
Absolutely.
And we're going to make the beneficiary, I believe, your son, Dustin Brooks.
Yes.
And his birthday is February 3rd, 1983.
Correct.
Okay, you're going to pay for this out of your Chase Bank account. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, let me work on this, and I'll get back to you. Let's see if we can get you this great, affordable price. Okay?
Sounds good.
It's based on your health, so we'll see how it goes, and I'll touch base with you in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, Zoe.
No problem.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi, Zoe?
Yes.
Hi, it's Mike again with the Insurance Center, working on your life insurance policy. I'm having trouble validating some information. Is your Social Security number?
Yes.
And you're at Fashion Avenue, Long Beach, California, 90810. And your birthday's 11/3/1956.
Correct.
Yeah, it's still not coming up right. Okay, well, I'll have to call the insurance company itself. Okay, we're still working on it. Just want to let you know.
Just curious. So are you? Because you got me with a different insurance company. I think they tried to sell me AIG, but you found a different deal. So you're like a broker, or are you from the insurance?
Yeah, we're the Insurance Center. We broker all the carriers in the United States. So what I try to do is get you the best deal once we have the information from our carrier, and it turns out you can get a lower premium. So I'm trying to get you that premium.
And where did you get my phone number from?
You remember talking to a gentleman yesterday, I think it was?
I want to say it was today. It might have been yesterday.
Or it might have been today. It might
Yeah.
have been today. So they sent it over to me, and that's what we do is we process the insurance applications.
Because it starts like
For the market.
as a robocall. It's like, "Hi, I'm Chris with Financial Health for Seniors. How can I help you?" And it's all like pre-recorded voice lines. But then when you respond positively to that, then it takes you to an agent. And then, but they're like
Right.
these sketchy agents in like India or somewhere. It's a foreign call center. So I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah, they're a marketing company. But again, is this something you really want to get? I don't want to put something on you if you don't want it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was just kind of curious where that's a kind of a
No,
weird...
they are. They're a marketing company, and they sent it to us. We're here. Actually, we're here in Los Angeles.
Right.
It's kind of funny because I know where Fashion Avenue is in Long Beach.
Of course, getting there from anywhere in LA with the traffic is not going to happen.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it nowadays. Don't even want to think about it. Okay, well, we'll try again. I just don't understand why if this is the correct information, it's not validating with the carrier I'm trying to put you with. I'm gonna have to call them directly and see.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me keep working on it, and I'll try and get back to you.
Sure.
Thank you, Zoe.
A marketing company, you say? Where have I heard that before?
So what happens, see, marketing agencies, they call you, and we pay them for generating leads.
Ah.
If you show interest in buying a final expense insurance policy, they transfer you over to me. You want a life insurance policy? I'll give you a life insurance policy, but stop playing games with me, Joy.
I wonder if these supposed marketing companies train these people to get all defensive when faced with that line of questioning. I mean, listen to Mike. Look, it's a marketing company. You want the policy or not? I bet that Mike and Ron would make good friends. I should connect them to each other. You might feel inclined to play devil's advocate and say, look, you can't prove that Mike is connected to that original call. You know, it wasn't a warm transfer. And you're right, but consider this evidence. That was the only successful final expense call that I'd had that day or the day before. Final expense calls are getting rarer as it is, and success with them is even rarer than that. So that was the only one. The person in that call promised me a callback upon approval. Now, he did say it was with verification. He did not say it was with a licensed agent, but, you know, that was just his script. I'd never spoken to Mike before in my life, but he knew the coverage amount that I had requested, who my beneficiary was, and his date of birth. He didn't ask me any medical questions other than if I was in good health, but he didn't ask for like heart attacks, strokes, stuff like that. And he knew who I bank with. Mike also already had my full name, my phone number, because he called me on that number, my full address, my date of birth, my email, and my social security number. So if he hadn't purchased the lead from that call center, then this is the biggest coincidence in the history of mankind. I lean towards the former, but I'm willing to entertain the latter. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was aliens. At this point, something devastating happens. I fall asleep. I know. Who goes to sleep during prime scam call hours? Like, this is your YouTube channel and you're napping on the job. Yeah, I know. I was really tired that day. I just closed my eyes for a little bit and I was out. I woke up to several missed calls from Mike and this voicemail.
Yes, hello, Zoe. My name is Alan. I'm here with Mike. He's been speaking to you about your life insurance application with Mutual of Omaha. He's going to text the application to you. You need to open it with the last 4 digits of your social security number, which is 4819, and then you'll be able to complete the process. Give me a call back if you could, Zoe. This is my cell phone direct, 951-235, and we'll get this done for you, but we do need to get you to open that text so we can get that application to you. Please call me at 951-235. Thank you, Zoe. Bye-bye.
So here's the text message with the link they sent me. If you click through it, you get this page with Mutual of Omaha. I guess it's Mutual of Omaha now. We started with AIG and then SBLI and now Mutual of Omaha. If you dutifully enter the last 4 of your social, you get this page, and then you click the blue review your application and disclosures. You get a document that starts with a life insurance buyer's guide. It's pretty standard. It just has, basic information about what life insurance is and what to do if you buy a policy and blah, blah, blah. Interestingly, this document does not have the phrase final expense anywhere in it, even though that's how these policies are being sold. And then the second half is the actual application with the application details and the underwriting and all of that. Presumably, he sent me this because he wanted me to sign all of the appropriate sections. However, it appears that I already signed the HIPAA disclosure section that same day at 22:54:59 GMT. I don't remember having signed that, but there's my e-signature, clear as day. Now, if you do a handy time zone conversion, that converts to 3:54:59 p.m. local time here in Portland. I have no idea how I managed to e-sign a document like that at 3:54 local time when I didn't get access to it until 4:24 p.m. local time. Maybe it was the aliens. If you see this bottom section here that's blacked out, that is an IPv6 IP address. And if you look at it, it traces to Glendora, California, which is in the Los Angeles area. Conveniently, Mike said that his company is in the Los Angeles area. But I mean, there's no possible way. There's no way that these people started an application with a different company and then signed away my HIPAA rights in my name without my consent and then sent me the application. There's just no way. Just like they didn't use a shady scam call center in a foreign country violating do not call lists just to get my lead in the first place. There's just no way, man. It was the aliens. I did not sign the application that they sent me, and I did not hear from Mike or Alan again. So a few days later, I tried calling Mike.
Insurance Center.
Hi, is Mike around?
He is. Let me get him for you. May I tell Mike who's calling?
Zoe.
Zoe?
Yes.
Okay, Zoe, just 1 second.
Insurance Center, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, it's Zoe.
Yeah.
I
How
was
can I
just
help you?
trying to follow up. We were going to do an insurance... I want to say it was like last week or something. You called, and it was kind of touch and go. Like, you would call me and say like 2 or 3, yeah, we'll get it started up, and then hang up, and then maybe 45 minutes you'd call back. I'm having trouble verifying information. I'm going to call an insurance company. You'd hang up, and another 45 minutes. So it was like really touch and go. And then I accidentally took a nap. I was really tired that day, so I just fell asleep, and I woke up to like a bunch of missed calls, and I think someone named Paul. It's just so I'm like, so I just missed out on the end, because I fell asleep. So I'm like, where did we leave off? What are we supposed to? Something about signing something or filling out a code or something like.
Yeah, but I think something went wrong with it. Let me do this. Let me go research it and call you back.
Okay.
If I can. Okay. All right. Thank you, Zoe.
You'll be shocked. I mean, absolutely, completely shocked to hear that Mike never called me back. I never spoke to Mike again. I also left a voicemail for Alan.
This is Alan Kostavi. Please leave a detailed message, and I'll get back to you just as fast as I possibly can. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Alan. Zoe Brooks. Just trying to get some help with my insurance policy that I started with Mike through the insurance center, I guess it is. You left me a voicemail, something about a link or something. So just whenever you get a chance, you can give me a call back. Thanks. Now, you're not going to believe this. You're going to be absolutely gobsmacked, I tell you. But Alan never returned my call. Okay. It's very clear these guys aren't going to play ball. They're not returning my calls, and they don't seem very interested in talking to me. So who are these people? Well, we have Mike and Alan, and they claim to work for the insurance center. Every time you call them or they call you, that's how they answer, with the insurance center. Now, there is an actual the insurance center, but they seem to focus on health insurance for employers, and they're based in Wisconsin, not anywhere near Los Angeles. So these clowns are definitely not with this company, and I'm sure this company doesn't appreciate that these clowns are using their name every time they answer the phone. So we have to turn to the producer statement. Every time you apply for a life insurance policy, there is a producer statement where the person who signed you up for the policy answers some basic questions related to their interactions with you and their role in this policy. Mike did not fill out any of these. I don't know if he forgot or he's just lazy. I also don't know why he would want me to sign an application without this part being filled out, but this is what he sent me. He did, however, fill out this bottom section. So his name is Michael J. McQuoid. Quoid. I'm going to go with Quoid. His email is info@careerwithhope.com. His producer number is 0831566, and he is with Adams Life Brokerage, LLP. Further down the document, there are these sections, a little other section with his contact information, and I have to segue very briefly to talk about privacy. As I'm sure you know, I've had run-ins with YouTube before on the matter of privacy. My understanding of YouTube's privacy policy is that businesses have no right to privacy. I can publish their name, their phone number, their email, their physical address, everything under the sun, and it's fine. But individuals have a right to privacy, even if the information about the individual that I want to publish is public information. That individual still has a right to privacy and my video will get taken down. So going back to this, it says office phone number, but based off my other research, I'm fairly confident this is his personal cell phone number, and therefore I have to censor it, unfortunately. But the email address info@careerwithhope.com is a business email. I will show you how I know that later. And then finally, in the signature section, there's Michael J. McQuoid at info@careerwithhope.com. So I'm going to hone in on the producer section. So the agency he's with apparently is Adams Life Brokerage, LLP. We will revisit that later on in this video. His production number, his NPN, I can't really do anything with. It turns out that there's no way for consumers to validate an NPN. Insurance companies can, but we as consumers cannot, so there's really nothing I can do with this number. However, his email is at the domain careerwithhope.com. Now is like getting a domain. Unfortunately, when you type that into your address bar, you just get a YouTube video that is private. And it appears it's been private at least as far back as January 2017. I checked other sources and none of them can find the title or anything associated with this video. So unfortunately, we'll never know what the video was, and therefore this website is a dud since it's just a redirect, though hopefully that email does work. I did do a basic Whois search for that website, and it appears it was registered as far back as May of 2013, though of course the registrant information is private, as is typical for .coms. Well, we have the guy's name. Why don't we just look him up in the California Department of Insurance? Individual name search, his last name is McQuoid. It's quite a unique last name. And look at that, there's only one, Michael J. McQuoid, and he is active. Going into his record, he is licensed to sell accident and health or sickness insurance and life insurance and has been since 1990. His business address is 500 West Bonita, Suite 23 in San Dimas, California. There's that phone number again. It's the exact same phone number as the application. Again, it's his cell phone number actually, and so I have to censor it or my video will get taken down. But again, this is public information that you can easily find yourself if you so desire. This is where his business is located. It's in this little office park. I couldn't find it, but perhaps it's on the other side, or this picture is just quite old and it's before he moved in. Here is a Google Maps listing, which kind of makes sense. H.O.P.E RX and insurance sales. The address matches. No idea where that phone number goes, but whatever. But you know, it makes sense that first name is Hope and his email is careerwithhope.com. Okay, I know we got a new website with the Google Maps listing, but let's just try this first. Let's just Google his name, Michael McQuoid. Google doesn't seem to like the way he spells his last name, but there is a LinkedIn profile. So if you click through, here's his LinkedIn. I'm sorry, this is the wrong one. Here's his LinkedIn. So he is a sales manager at H.O.P.E RX and insurance sales in San Dimas, California, which matches his business address. He went to USC, apparently. Interesting. Experience. He is a sales manager with H.O.P.E RX and insurance sales. He's been doing that for about 5.5 years in the greater Los Angeles area. We specialize in the leading health ministry plan. which could be designed to provide a compressive and affordable alternative to Obamacare. I like being compressed. On his links, he has a link to his company website, which is hoperxinsurance.com. But when I tried going there, it did not resolve because at the time, the website was for sale. It is no longer for sale, and I may or may not know the new owner. We've seen this name pop up twice. Let's just Google it. HopeRx and Insurance Sales. And look, there's a Facebook page. It's HopeRx and Insurance Sales. They've got this little logo that says Hope with periods in between, which stands for helping other people every day. And there's this picture. I wonder if Mike is in this picture. Their information, they handle all types of health, life, dental, and annuities. They're an insurance broker. There's that same address. I have no idea where this phone number goes. It's completely different, but I'm assuming it's a business number. There's that same email, info@careerwithhope.com, which Mike used as his email. There's that same website, hopeforiinsurance.com, and they are open now. So this is awkward. The site is hopeforiinsurance.com, but when you go to it, it 404s. It's unavailable. It was available last week. Here is a snapshot from the Wayback Machine showing kind of what the site looked like about a year ago. It was very much like this last week. At the footer of the website is this. There's that same logo. This 844 number is the phone number that Mike contacted me from. It shows up on the caller ID, and it's the phone number that I called when I was trying to reach him. So we know we're in the right place. And there's that same info@careerwithhope.com email. You can see in the footer from 2022, it's roughly the same, except it has the name HopeRx and Insurance Sales with that same address and an additional phone number. Here is a video that I managed to pull from the website last week before it vanished into thin air.
H.O.P.E is a full-service insurance company offering life insurance along with dental, vision, and health insurance coverage, including Medicare advisory services and annuity plans. We know that choosing an insurance policy can feel overwhelming, so our knowledgeable agents are here to help you sift through the paperwork to find policies that work for you. You can trust we'll find you the right coverage and a competitive rate. We also offer the top choice in healthcare ministry plans, which is open to all faiths. H.O.P.E happily introduces you to a new era of healthcare. We deliver cost-effective plans that include the benefits you and your family rely on. No one gives you better insurance at a better price. It can be as much as 50% less than traditional insurance plans and allows you to choose your own doctors. It's easy to apply over the phone. When you reach out, you will be connected directly to one of our knowledgeable, licensed agents. You can expect to receive immediate attention to your inquiry. So don't wait. Call us today.
I did a Whois search on this website. It looks like it was established in 2019. It says updated July 2nd. Generally, it only updates there when you change registrars or renew your domain lease or things like that. So I'm not sure exactly what was updated with it. Maybe they changed registrars and didn't move something went wrong and the website doesn't exist anymore. Hopefully it'll come back up. I also tried looking for the company in the California Secretary of State. This is the closest that I could find, H.O.P.E Insurance Solutions. Everything is in good standing. This address is a residence, but it's in Chino, California, and Chino, California is very close to San Dimas. So I presume this is the right company, but I can't be 100% sure. I couldn't find any good matches for HopeRx and Insurance Sales, and there were no snapshots on the Wayback Machine of HopeRxInsurance.com. Notwithstanding, it isn't Mike with the Insurance Center, it's Michael Mac Quoid with H.O.P.E. I'm not sure why he wouldn't just say that when he answers the phone. I understand that it's a stupid company name, but it's who you really are, so just be honest about it. And it's Michael Mac Quoid with H.O.P.E using shady scam call centers in foreign countries that violate the do not call list to get his life insurance leads. I know I dropped the mic, but I have one more thing. I have Michael's middle school class picture. It's right here on the right. You've been seeing it this whole time. He was an awkward child. Anyway, if you remember in the producer statement, Michael listed his agency as Adams Life Brokerage LLP. Who the hell's that? Well, I called him to ask.
Insurance Center.
Hey, I just had a quick question for you guys. Who's Adams Life Brokerage?
Adams Life.
Brokerage? Or, I guess
Who is calling?
Zoe.
Okay. I don't know an Adams Life.
Huh, because on my, on my policy, like the Mutual of Omaha policy for the producer statement, it was done by Michael, or I guess he goes by Mike. This is his phone number he gave me. And for the agency name, it's Adams Life Brokerage LLP.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
So you guys are like
you got it.
Independent.
You got a life insurance policy?
Yes, with Mike. This is the phone number that he gave.
What
me.
is the policy number?
That's the production number. Let me check. I'm looking at the producer statement. I think it was Alan. I think I've also spoken with Alan, but I'm not sure. He wasn't really keen to explain like who you guys are. Obviously, I know Mutual of Omaha is the insurance company, but I was like,
you got a policy with Mutual of Omaha?
Well, through you guys, yes.
I don't think so. What's the policy number?
I'm looking at it. Do you know where that... Well, I only have the application document. I don't have the actual policy documents. You wouldn't have...
We need a policy number to see if you're insured by Mutual of Omaha. So
Right.
Call Mutual of Omaha, and they might be able to help you.
Do you know if...
But
yeah?
We didn't do anything for you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Where is Michael?
Pardon me?
Where is Michael?
He's not here.
Okay. Yeah, because it was this phone number. This is the phone number that reached out to me. Like,
Do you have a policy number? If you have a policy number, we can research it. But we didn't put anything through for you.
Do you know if the application would have a policy number? Or do you get a policy number when you get approved?
You would get a policy in the mail, and there'd be a policy number.
Oh,
and if
okay.
you have a policy number,
Yeah,
we would see what.
All I have is the application, so I wouldn't. I guess I'd have to call the insurance company with like my social, and they would look at.
They would see what they would look up your policy there. So call Mutual of Omaha. They're your carrier. We didn't do that, Zoe. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
They didn't do. Is this why they're using Indian leads? Because they can't get any local clients because all the locals know they're this incompetent? Like, did they delete my file? Or is it because Mike isn't there? Was it the aliens? Like, I'm rarely left speechless by a phone call, but what the fuck? Okay, anyway, it's clear they're not going to tell us who this company is, so let's just look it up. So if you Google Adams Life Brokerage LLP, you get some promising results. We're going to go straight to albinsurance.com. And here it is. Now, you might be thinking, this is ALB Insurance Marketing. They're different. Well, if you go to the bottom of the page and check their Contact Us section, you see their physical address is 1408 Gables Court, number 1 in Plano, Texas. If you look at the Texas taxable entity search, you find Adams Life Brokerage LLP. They're at 1408 Gables Court, Suite 1, Plano, Texas. So they're the same company. So what do? Well, they're a marketing agency, as Michael said, and they're a lead generator. You can see their little chart here with all the different things they do and their pricing and all those fun things. If we zoom in, we can see that they charge $13 per lead for telemarketing leads, which is just crazy. You know, I remember Cooper told me the Pakistanis charged him $30 a lead, but here you can get it for just $13 from an American company. What more could you want? or direct transfer leads for $18 per lead. Now, you could think of this as, oh wow, my information is only worth $13. I think of it as Michael Quoid paid $13 for my lead and has nothing to show for it. There's also aged leads, which are also internet, life, or final expense leads, and final expense DMB leads. I don't know how these are different. They're much cheaper. They might be internet exclusive. Who knows? They, of course, specialize in final expense telemarketing leads, which are their most popular, apparently. They have a quick turnaround, they are completely exclusive and never resold or redistributed, and your name is said several times in the call, and a bunch of other disclosures at the bottom. Unfortunately, they don't provide pricing for these, and I don't know how these differ from the other leads that were shown on the previous section, but there you have it. Finally, ALB provides a bunch of agent tools for life insurance agents. You can see a list of them here. And anytime you try to enter one, say the E application, you get a sign-in screen, which of course I can't get past because I don't have an account with them. But this is hosted on iPipeline, which is, I guess, their platform for all these tools. And if you notice in the text message where they sent me the link to the Mutual of Omaha application, it is hosted on iPipeline. What a coincidence. I mean, it really could be that iPipeline is just a huge platform in the insurance industry, and it really is just a coincidence. Who knows? Anyway, ALB was founded by Matt Pashby. He's the agent on record and the current president. His email address is public, so I sent him an email. I'm not going to read it. You can just pause and read it if you want to. But essentially, I asked him what connection Michael McQuoid had to his company, and if they had any insight into this, because Mike isn't cooperating. He never wrote back, and I don't really blame him. If I ran a company and someone emailed me out of the blue like, do you know McQuoid? I would ignore her too. So where does ALB fit into all this? Well, I really don't know. It's possible that Michael bought my lead from ALB since, they are a lead generation company after all. They do marketing. That's their whole shtick. But they really emphasize that the lead generator will use the agent's name in the calls, and the overseas call centers never did. They never mentioned his name once. He just kind of popped out of the blue. But it could also be that ALB is just lying about that aspect of what they do. That is really what happens. An insurance agent, they're an insurance agent, they're trying to get that money, they're trying to get those leads to lock people in to get that sweet commission. So they hire a lead generator, and the lead generator butters them up. Look, we got guaranteed leads. They'll be for you only, nobody else, and they'll have your name on them, and we'll check for the do not call list, and it'll be perfect. And it turns out they're just a call center in Pakistan. Like, that does happen. I'm not trying to give Michael a way out. He's still a piece of shit, but that does happen. Insurance agents do get duped like that. They're just not willing to admit it. So it could be that he bought the lead thinking it was going to be all personalized, and it really isn't, and he just doesn't know. There was an hour gap between when the overseas call center promised to call back and Michael called me, whereas if Michael had hired them directly, he would have gotten the lead significantly faster than it going from the overseas call center to ALB, and then ALB has to find which agent is licensed in California to pass it off to, but who knows? It could also be that H.O.P.E simply uses ALB for their agent tools, like their backend, their connection to iPipeline, and not for lead generation. But if that was the case, then the H.O.P.E employees would know about this, and not like that guy who answered at the beginning of this chapter who's like, he's never heard of it, he has no idea it exists. But if they're using it, they would know about it, right? So who knows? I hate to finish this off with like a bunch of weird hypotheticals and questions to magic 8 balls and stuff like that. I wish I had more definitive answers, but without the cooperation of either Mike or Matt, we just have no way of knowing what their connection is to this, or, how they fit in. I know what a red herring is, but I know that the producer statement is a legal document, so you wouldn't just put their name on there for bits and pickles. There's a reason why they're listed as the agency. I just don't know why. And since Matt chose not to respond to the email, I can't have his insight. I really wanted him to reply so I don't defame his company in this, because if it had nothing to do with this, I want to know about it, but they chose not to respond to my request for comment, so what can I do? So the last loose end we have here, if you remember, Michael's former company name is HopeRxInsurance.com. And while I was editing this video, it was for sale, but then all of a sudden it wasn't for sale. Can someone check where that site goes now? Just type it into your browser and see where it goes and let me know in the comments. Thank you. H.O.P.E. Welcome to the list.